Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I am happy to show you this Chrome Music Lab tutorial on how to write the song Into the Thick of It, which is a very popular song on TikTok for June of 2021. And so what we're going to do, I'm so glad that you're here to learn about this. So before we actually get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell down below to be notified of new videos. I try to post new videos every week on my channel, and to also give this video a big thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm can pick up on this really fun tutorial, and that you also share this with your friends so that they can make this in their song maker too. So we're going to go ahead. You're going to open up Chrome Music Lab and on Google, all right, and the song maker. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into our settings here. All right. And so for the length for the song Into the Thick of It, we're going to actually go up and use about 15 bars. We only need about 15 bars of music. The beats per bar will still be 4, and then the split beats we're gonna put up to 4. And the reason being is Chrome Music Lab doesn't really recognize like triplets. So like in the very beginning, like Into the Thick of It, it's actually triplets for the Into the Thick of It part. So Chrome Music Lab doesn't really recognize triplets. So the best that we can do for this app is 16th notes. So it's not going to sound like at the very beginning, it's not going to really sound exactly like the beginning of the song, but we split the 4 so that it's 16th notes to try to come as close as we possibly can. All right, we're still going to stay on middle C down here, but for the scale, we're actually going to use chromatic. All right, so you definitely want to pay close attention on the tutorial for which squares that we're going to hit, because the chromatic is going to be wider of a range than the major. And we're going to use 3 octaves, right? And you'll see why. So click on the check when we're done. All right, and the tempo for this piece, you can click on here and write 5. We're gonna keep the tempo at 125 beats per minute. All right, and down here, we're gonna, instead of marimba, we're gonna change to strings, because if you've heard Into the Thick of It, there's a string section, so we're just gonna kind of keep it at the strings. And instead of electronic, we're gonna change to kit. All right, and we're only gonna use like just a little bit of percussion, not too terribly much. So just to kind of keep a steady beat. So we're gonna go ahead. So we're gonna first start by making our moving bass line, or like in classical music terms, it's an ostinato. And so we're gonna start very beginning right here. We're gonna go up 2, 2, all right, the orange. Then we're gonna go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to this dark green. Then all the way to the very top of that bold line to pink. All right, and we're gonna do that all the way through. And that's gonna be about 5, 6 bars. And if you're familiar with Chrome Music Lab, you'll see that since there are 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 squares, those are the split beats. So that's 1 bar here we've completed. And then same thing again down here. All right. So that's for the second bar. Gonna do this for the 3rd. All right, and it's not always going to be this moving bass line. down here, you'll see, that's the third bar, you'll see where it changes on here. So oh, sorry, excuse me. All right. So fourth bar here, same pattern. All right, so that should be 4 bars. Yeah, that's 4. So then when we get to the 5th bar, all right, we're only going to do this just 3 times. So right when we get to here, we're going to skip a bar right here. Then we do this 2 more times, right? But then the next bar, so from pink, we're going to move down 1 to the purple dark blue color, and then from the green, 1 step here, and then 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. So the orange will actually somewhat stay where it's at. So we're going to do that. All right, and then pink. Okay, so then we got that going for us here. Now, 1 bars. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then I actually am going to do 1 orange here, so that's sort of like the little pickup note, and then 1 orange on here. And then we're going to repeat that pink, dark green, orange pattern for a little bit. And this is the part of the music where it's the "we're trampling through the bush." Okay? So that's going to go on. So we're trampling through. All right. So it's going to be about 2 bars, or 2 more bars here. All right, and then I'm just double checking for reference. Let's see, 2, 3. All right, and then for the 4th bar here, we're going to do this pattern 3 more times. Okay, and then we're going to skip a bar here, do, whoops, this part here 2 more times, and then similar pattern here. We got the purple, so 1, 2, purple, and then 3, oh, not 3, just 1, I'm sorry. And so it'll be the similar pattern like last time with that big the big violin section. So all right, so we got that. And then this is a little bit of a tricky part, but it's the final part. We're going to skip 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go above this bold line, red, and then skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the dark green, skip 2, sorry, yellow, and then the red down here. We're then going to skip another 3 bars, so 1, 2, 3. We're then from the bold line, go down 2, purple, and then go down 2 to this green, and then the orange. So that is our moving bass line. Once we have our moving bass line for the piece, We're then going to scroll all the way back into the beginning, and we're going to add our percussion. And we're going to use pretty much the 2 dots on the chromemusiclab. We're going to just use that first beat on the bottom of the kit. And we're pretty much just going to go with the pattern of like the moving bass line that we have here. So nothing crazy, nothing too fancy, just sort of helps us feel the beat of the music. Because I feel like the bass of this song, the moving bass, is pretty important. It somewhat makes the song. So if there's nothing here, we're not going to put a beat. Okay? I'm not going to put a beat here. So only that first split beat on each bar. And then even with the 2 orange squares here, we're not going to put anything. Here we're just going to skip and then start with that same pattern again. All right. Pattern here. All right. So just for that first beat. And then if we have nothing, we skip. And then go back, do it again. I guess we're using the kit more as like a tempo marker. All right, so then when we get to the very end, we're not going to put any kind of beats at all, because the very end is the Pablo part of the song where he's like, but we can't see where we're going. So it's more flowy, it's more free for that section, so I don't feel like there's a need to have any percussion if it's flowy and free, and there's not really much of a beat per se for it. So let's take a quick listen to the beat and make sure that it makes sense with the song. So sing along, right, just to make sure we're on track. Here we go. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oh. We're tramping through the bush. On and on we push. Into the thick of it. But we can't see where we're going. Alright, so pretty good, if I have to say so myself. So we got our percussion and we got our ostinato line. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the melody. So the next part of the song is going to be the actual melody part and the fun string section in the middle of the piece. So that's what we're going to be adding next. So I've scrolled all the way back to the beginning, okay? And so to start out with the melody, we're going to skip these 4 bars here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's technically what would be like a measure of music that we're going to skip out with. So if you can see on here, or if you can see on your screen of Songmaker, there's going to be like a light section and a dark section to kind of indicate those measures that are on there. So we're going to start on the second measure. We're going to go up about 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to this dark green. All right, and we're going to do that with the second square here. So 2 greens, go up on this next beat, pink, and then the red here. We're then going to be in that second bar. We're going to go orange, red, orange, like here, like so. All right, we're then going to move over to the next bar. We're basically going to be doing the same thing here. All right, just like that. And then skip 2. So we're skipping 2 bars here. And then we're There we go. So 2 greens, pink, red, orange, red, orange. All right, so that should just be about 3 times that we're doing that. So this is not necessarily in triplets like it is in the song. So like I said, it's not going to sound quite exact to the song, but like I said, Songmaker doesn't really recognize triplets like the actual beat, the Into the Thick of It. So this is the best that we can do for Chrome Music. So then we're getting to the ugh part. That was really intense. That ugh. I can be kind of intense sometimes. Okay, so we get to this next bar here. And for the ugh, I've just decided to do, not yellow, so the light green and the regular green. That's my ugh. So let's take a quick listen. Real quick, make sure it sounds okay. Alright, so far so good. We're going to keep going. Alright, we're going to move on. So now we're going to scroll down just a little to that second octave. And for that second octave, we're going to be adding the fun string part to it. Okay, so what that's going to look like, we're going to have 4 squares of pink and then another, so it's about 8. And then we're going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3 to the dark green. Pretty much do the same thing here. All right, so that's 2 bars. So then for the third bar, we're going to move up 1 to the red. And then move down 2 to the purplish color. All right, and then for that final bar, we're going to track down the green, do the dark green here, and then the orange, and then boom, the green right here. So that's this little section right here, that's the da 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 da. Well, actually this is more so in 16th notes. There's a lot of triplets in this song, so you can't really do triplets, as I mentioned before. Like I said, we're doing the best that we can. I still think it sounds pretty close. I hope you think so too. All right, so we have next in our melody. So this is the part where it's the we're trampling through the bush. All right, so we're gonna go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're gonna skip a bar, do the same thing for the green. We're then going to go up towards the bold line on that 4th bar to red. All right, and then skip a bar, go up 1. We're then going to do 7 squares, so these are 7 right here, and then red and pink. So that's the, I decided to just do straight 16th notes for the through the bush. Vibrato? We'll call it vibrato. Why not? So we're then going to also skip a bar. All right, then we're on to the new bar. We're going to go to the 3rd octave now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. And then boom, 2 greens, step down. We're then going to skip 1 to yellow, skip another one to orange. So that is the on and on we push. Okay. And so we are almost there. So now this part is going to be a little bit interesting. Okay. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and into the new bar here. All right. So you'll see we're going to go down. We're going to get our next section of strings here. So it's going to be similar to the main string section from earlier. Okay, so the da 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 da. So as earlier, doing that. Skip to the purple, and then the green. All right, and the orange. We're gonna put an extra orange right here at the end, and then on this bottom part right here, the line, we're gonna go pink, and then move over one to here, and then 2 greens here. All right, and then we're gonna move up to the top here, go up 7 from the red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Green, we're gonna skip a bar, go up a step to the purple, got it high, and then the same pattern, just like that. Okay. All right, so far so good. We're almost there. Okay. So then, where you see that little pink square here, we're going to skip to 1, 2, do 1 pink here, skip 2 squares, pink here. All right. Oh, actually, that's going to be up top, not in the octave. So sorry. There we go. And then square. So red square, pink here, skip 1, blue, dark green, I'm gonna step down, and then we're gonna put a yellow here, and then we're gonna skip 1, do, oh, not that. Woo, let me get my life together. There we go. All right, so we got that, and we're also gonna put an orange here up on top. All right, and then another red, skipping 1, so skip a bar, red here, and that. Okay, and that should complete our song. So let's take a listen to Into the Thick of It. Here we go. That is the song. That is Into the Thick of It with chromemusiclab. So I hope you follow this along with me, like either on an iPad or on another screen or a computer yourself or on your phone, or whatever it may be. I really hope that you made this and you enjoyed this yourself. All right. So thank you again for watching the tutorial. I hope you had so much fun making this, just as much as I did. Okay, and if you are curious about chromemusiclab, I am an OutSchool teacher, and so what I have a class on chromemusiclab. All right, and we have some fun interactive features. Even though we don't meet in person, we do have interactive features that you can do together to make some fun songs with Songmaker. All right, and we'll even write songs based off of Hamilton. I couldn't think of the musical. Hamilton, a piece from there with chromemusiclab. So I encourage you to check out the class and sign up for the class. It's offered for 6 to 14-year-olds. I'll leave those in the description box. There's one section for 6 to 10-year-olds and then another section for 10 to 14-year-olds. So if you are in that age group, or you have a child or know someone who is in that age group, I encourage you to sign up for that class, and I would be excited to talk to you as we learn more songs with the Songmaker and have fun with that and get to know each other better through that. All right, and if you are curious about another song with Chrome Music Lab that you want me to do another tutorial on, you can also leave a comment down below, and then I would be happy to try to figure that out and maybe do another tutorial if that is something that you would enjoy seeing me do on here as well. I do teacher vlogs on my life as an online teacher. I do those primarily, but if you like the tutorials, let me know down below what kind of tutorial you would like me to do for this channel. And then don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button down below before you leave this video. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.